Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hello, you guys. I hope you're doing well. So Harry pushed Meghan down the hill. Looked fun, playful, but he had a bit of a maniacal laugh going. Was able to have a little control, which what I said yesterday is I do believe they had a public spat or had some exchanges, and the people who were in charge of, the product placement, all the promoters of Invictus were not having any of Meghan. So yes, she got shoved out, axed halfway through. Well deserved. I'm sure she put on a good front. I'm sure she acted charming and, oh, that's fine. I'm going to go spend time with my children. Oh, thank you so much. This was such great fun. But she's going to go home and crash, guarantee it. So that's a given. Total mortification for the narcissist. Embarrassment. How dare they? So anyways, here we go. And she was going to do her own product placement, probably. So here we go. I would like to do one on Harry. I'm going to do a 12 spread of his karma, basically. He's acting all happy. He's doing the happy dance. He's getting the 9 of cups of happy dance going on. He always does that. Every time that she's not around him, he's a happy guy. Do we care? Not really. Yeah, that was discussed on X too, because as we know, he got what he deserved. He doesn't want to be held accountable. He partaked, and he's just as guilty as her. He does lack empathy. He has that empathy switch of the borderline personality disorder, and that's why he didn't utilize his empathy towards his grandparents and more for himself. Painted them black, split black. That whole splitting situation is why he does what he does. He does have empathy, but it's cherry picking when and how often. Okay. He's so triggered so often, especially being someone who's a substance abuser. He's more likely to split more than black than split white. Plus, you take that low emotional IQ, that low IQ, he's going to split far more black than he's ever going to split white. Unless he gets around children, he really likes that, and that's been said. We saw that he tends to get more in that childlike mind because we know he probably relates to them, and so that's why he does it. It allows him to allow that true self of his inner child come to the surface. And so it's sort of this momentary respite period from his grief and his absolute anger and rage and all that. So, that's why we see him like that. When he's able to play like a child, he's really quite happy. But he can get a little bully. We know he's a bully. He's always been a bully like Meghan. 2 bullies they're peas in a pod bullies, okay? He's not getting off the hook here. No, he's not. So do not accuse me of getting him off the hook. No. So let's get let's do this astrological house with I'm going to pull 13 cards here. I did it for Meghan a while ago. I'm going to do it now for Harry. And it's cold in my house. It's freezing. We got dumped on yesterday, you guys. And Odin got a big pile of snow on his face. He just loves it. So I did post that on the posting section of YouTube. You can see that if you check. Lots of snow, little icicles hanging from his beard and all that. He was just so happy and snorting. Not me so much. I did not go out there and make a snow angel. I'm sure Meghan didn't make a snow angel. She could have made a snow devil, but then who knows, All right, Harry. Let's get Harry's energy. Harry and the 12 houses, and I'm reading it a little bit differently. First house would be, what sort of self-expression is Harry feeling? A little bit different as I've read it before. So this is sort of just a different way of doing it that I got online. I didn't get it out of one of my books. So there we go. Harry. How's Harry coping without her? Well, I'll take that. Okay, there we go. His first house. He's doing his own thing. He's like, I created this. I made this. This is my journey. This is my baby. So he really is taking ownership for it. As we know, he did not start it, but he's acting like this is mine. This is where I belong. I'm going to plan my own future here. I got to come up with some ideas. Maybe that slow and steady will win the race without Meghan. And that he's trying to remain confident, grounded. Maybe I can meet my dreams. Maybe. Because it is a maybe position. It's not such certainty because it's a page. And with all the pages, it's wishful thinking. It can happen, but it really depends on their own emotional growth, how well they pursue it, if they stay on course. So he has to stay on course. What am I going to do with my life? How do I bring the light back into my life? So the light came back in. That light switch came back on without her, he kind of came back to his own energetic baseline without her, is how I feel. And maybe now I can manifest some good news now that she's out of the picture. You know, I want to put out some happiness here. So there he is. That's like a whole energy shift. When she's around, he's in reverse. He's petulant, he's angry, he doesn't have the confidence. The confidence is down. He's very mentally unstable. He cannot see good things. He feels like a bad apple. He's the bad apple in the family. Delays, setbacks, it's horrible, it's horrible, it's horrible. So here, okay, now I have a chance. The witch is gone. The witch is gone. Yeah, now I can have fun. I can take a chance now. Yes, a new beginning. She's gone. Now I can have some fun. Yes. With her, nasty fall. Things aren't going so right. It's just terrible. It's a recklessness. Oh my God, everyone's criticizing me. I'm being ostracized by everyone. But here, woo, thank God I can breathe some fresh air. Hello, loyalty. Yes, let's start over because she's gone. So now he's feeling quite fearless and happy. He really is. So we will see that on his face. But he knows that he's facing bad news, bad emotional news. Plus, he has low emotional IQ. So there's that little childlike energy coming out, the little boy Harry coming out under the age of 12 with the page in reverse. And he knows that it's not likely to happen. It is sort of like flying pigs. He's pretending everything's perfect, idealistic with it upright. Nothing's perfect. It's actually emotionally crushing. He's waiting while he's having a good time when he's going to get a message from Meghan saying, hey, idiot, what are you doing without me? Oh, I'm great. Now he's going to get crashed down. So that's a low IQ. And then with also, it's just not really a beginning. He needs to end some things. You know, oh, I can do my own thing. I can get what I want. But in order to get a new life with the Page of Cups upright, he's got to end something first. He's got to end the relationship with her. Also, what can I say is put out the bad news. He's masking up that he's not emotionally shattered and broken. So he is masked up. And he knows the bad news is coming. Would that be Meghan crushing him down and taking him down and punishing him? Ow, you bad boy, you. And he knows he needs therapy. Hello, get yourself some therapy. Get yourself some therapy. Because he's lost his innocence and he's lost his inspiration that he's perfect, that he can express and have faith in miracles. Upright, it's like flying pigs, faith in miracles. Hey, there is no faith in miracles. No one's coming to save you, buddy. Sorry. Got to save yourself. So you got to put out a bad message and take a risk on yourself. Take a risk for yourself. Go your own way with your own life, but first crash her down. So here we just know that he's going to put out some negative ones, and he's very timid about it, doesn't want to do it, lacking enthusiasm, and not doing well. So with that cup in reverse, he's feeling a lack of connection. There's that emotional seed of doubt, feeling a lacking energy. Where's my children? Yeah, where's your children? Where is the Archie that you talked about? Bad news for Archie, eh? Is that what that's going to be? Maybe it's bad news for Archie. Yeah, he's feeling the sense of belittling, a little bit of belittling energy. And, life in itself is feeling like an emotional drained cup. It's just, there's no new beginnings as long as you stay with that woman. And there's a lack of honesty, a lack of creativity, because cups is creativity. Cups is also upright as psychic connections, spiritual connection. He's lost his connection with himself as well, which is bad news. So he's lost his connection with himself. And without her, he feels like, well, okay, maybe I can get myself together and go back to who I was before she came into my life. This is where he said, since I met you, I really regret taking a risk meeting you. I took a huge risk with loyalty and jumping off the cliff with you, thinking the universe would bless us. But I wish I never met you. I wish that never happened. Because he's going through constant belittling and emotional devaluation. Plus, he wasn't too smart, and he's kind of an emotional arrested development position with that card. So there's no healing. As long as he's with her, he will never heal. Always bad intentions. Always having to lie, having to bond and lie, having to bond in fake new beginnings. Bond that they're in fake happiness and fake connection and fake life in itself. Fake hope, fake. Everything is fake. So let's get to the next position. The Empire's crashing down with the King of Wands in reverse. And she always put in his head, you would be the perfect King of England. You would be the perfect King Harry. He knows it's not possible. It's not possible. She utilized his egomaniacal, his arrogance, his narcissist side of himself to do that and to snag him and basically put him on a dog leash. She probably should invest in dog collars. Really, that's where she should maybe she should do that. Anyways, and also the Empire crashing down. It would have been idle for them. It would have been good news to crash down the Empire. That was part of the whole thing, was crash down the monarchy, crash down King Charles. And now King Charles won't talk to him. King Charles is not going to have a God complex and save his broken son. And it's sort of this evil narcissist energy here, a malignancy here. And, Charles isn't doing anything because Charles is focused on himself. And he also knows this is hypersensitivity, emotionally shutting down, energetically shutting down, enthusiasm shutting down, business shutting down because it's a business card. Hardworking, no, they don't do that. Stability, no, that's not going to happen. High intuition, forget about it, that's not going to happen. Fire inside of a new beginning with her and redoing a wash and repeat. No excitement, I'm done. I don't want to have sex with you either. I'm cheating on you. I'm cheating on you because this is not an idealistic relationship. So he cheats, she cheats. It's all crashing down. He's not getting the public acknowledgement he wants as long as he's with her. Being with her, he crashes down. He'd like to look like he's confident and publicly acknowledged and all this. But when she's around, it's full crash and burn. It's full crash and burn. And because it's manipulation, he has to put on a fake acting cap, a fake actor's cup here. So it's failed. All his thinking he can be a good actor and, be a good liar has failed, but he's still going to lie. But he's been busted in his lies, and it is a total fail. Everything's a fail. Any new beginning with her, taking that risk with the path with her, crashing down that empire completely failed. So now it's bad news for him to be around her. So Traitor Harry there with the hangman in reverse. He cannot see anything differently. He would not allow himself to see the path that she was carving for him through the manipulation. She did snag him, and then he went along with it with his splitting, black and white thinking, and she allowed him to become the traitor and to see things only her way, which was the path of her way. You follow me or else you're the enemy. You follow me or you're not perfect. You follow me or I'm going to call you names. I'm going to bully you. I'm going to be overbearing towards you and micromanage you and turn you into a hypersensitive, wounded, inferiority complex beta male. And then you can pray that God's going to save you. Really, Meghan had the God complex pretending to save Harry, giving Harry the God complex that they can start their own way and become the king and queens of California. But it wasn't going to happen. He couldn't see things any other way. He knows that. He can see that now. What did I do to my young inner self on the path that I was originally going? How could I have traded against my family? How could I have taken that risk? How could I have manipulated? I can actually see that I'm broken. I can actually see. I'm looking at myself. I'm a wounded person. I can see that I'm a wounded person. I've lost my shoes. I've lost my pig, my fantasies. I've lost my dreams. Where did they all go? I can see, where did everything go? Where did everything go? Where did my loyalty go? Where did my enthusiasm and improvising and having it go well? Where did my fearlessness go? Where did that go? Where did I go? Where did my inner self, where I used to be, where did that go? And where did all the manipulation and lies go? Where did all the opportunities go? Where's the power of my life go? Where did all the good communication go? I thought she was going to be good at talking to me, but she stonewalls me and she ridicules me. Where did all the good communication go? Where's all the table full of resources? Where did it go? I used to get everything I wanted. Where did it go? I'm a traitor. Where did it go? Where did it go, Harry? He's wondering, where did it go? I want my family back. I want a family. He wanted a family. She did this to him, pretending he'd get this. Where is the loving, flowing, happy celebrations family? But without her, he's now sort of feeling it, okay? He's feeling it, and he's satisfied for now. He wants to make it good right now. Let's make some dreams realized. Let's make it good for them, not for me, because things are bad for me. That's all kind of going into the shit pile here. But let's just temporarily make it good for Invictus, because it's like a family to him. And let's glow them up. So without Meghan, he's not going to be the traitor. I'm not going to look at this path of taking a risk with Meghan, all this. I'm now turning my back on my own celebrity, my own trying to glow myself up. I'm going to focus on family. So I think he wants them to heal. Let's heal this family situation. Let's heal Invictus. Let's seed, purify, grow, expand, joy, pure joy. Let's be happy for what's going on in the moment. So he went from misery to happiness. But it's temporary. And his inner child's coming out. So that's that inner child, that wounded inner child was able to come out and play and feel some joy. But he knows the hopes and fears is it's not going to be good enough. There'll be this overall unsatisfied feeling and hangovers, because he's going to probably drink a little bit too much. A bit disgust and bitterness. They were disgusted and bitter with Meghan. So nothing's quite right. He knows he's missing out on a lot of things, because people will never see him differently. So there is going to be people who will think, well, he's not good enough. Why do we have him here? Harry's not good enough. Harry's always felt that there's love and pain. And so he goes into apathetic indifference. And that's why he has domestic issues of bitterness and arrogance. So he's going to think, well, I'll wait another day before I confront Meghan. Right now, our back's turned. This isn't going to be good enough. This isn't going to be good. Me being vulnerable is not good enough for her. Me manipulating for her is not good enough. Me crashing down the empire is not good enough for her. Me taking a risk with her is not good enough. My journey of being an upright citizen, pretending to be at least, or at least going down the right path, wasn't good enough for her. My family wasn't good enough. My happiness when I am happy isn't good enough. Me even doing what she wants and betraying my country and my family isn't good enough. No matter what I do, it's not good enough. Love equals pain. Total disassociation, apathy, indifference. So he's indifferent towards her, and he's going to do a wash and repeat. Oh, go figure, Harry. Harry the Hermit in reverse. He cannot go inward. It's just too isolating, too alone. He cannot find enough time out to do inner contemplation, soul reflection. It won't be enough of it. Here you can time out. You're going to heal. I can heal. I can heal, go on my new path for myself, self goals, alone, looking at myself alone, getting wisdom, smartening up, getting intelligence, high IQ. Oh, now I'm smart. I'm wise. He can't do that. He can't do that. It's too much of a risk to mentally falling apart. This is like the narcissist or the toxic individual who can't go inward, because if they do go inward, they fall apart. So even if he did that, he knows it wouldn't be good enough. He's avoiding it. It's avoidance through anxiety. It's too much of a risk to him. I don't have the intelligence to look inward, so I'm going to withdraw even more. I can't find my inner guides within. No one's going to guide me. No one's telling me what to do. What do I do? I'm lost. I'm an absolute lost, vulnerable little baby boy here who keeps doing up the same thing over and over. I keep screwing up. I'm unfulfilled. It's a 9 in reverse. It's never going to go away. It's going to be this ongoing, miserable situation, and it's coming to a negative completion. I'm stupid. I have no integrity. Where's my protection? Where's my protection? Because I'm going to be alone. I need my protection. This goes back to his court trials. I need my protection because I'm going to be left alone, because I will never be good enough to get back to the family. I will never be good enough, even if I pretend I'm glowing up, I'm healing, and I'm trying to heal it. Miserable Harry keeps doing a wash and repeat of ignorance and stupidity, not taking advice from elders. Taking advice from elders would be upright. Looking at his grandmother, his grandfather, okay, the people at the palace who gave him good advice. He refused good advice. They were trying to guide him. He did it for a while. They had control over him and they were guiding him, giving him some enlightenment. But he's completely shut that down, and he realizes he's a complete idiot, alone in the dark, a very dark crevice, and he doesn't know what he's going to do. Where's my path? But so it's temporary. It's temporary. He sees it for now. Okay, it's temporary. It's temporary. It's just temporary. It's just a temporary respite period of feeling happiness and connectedness with other people, but he's going to go right back into his headspace of ignorance, searching, but not finding it, what he's finding. He won't go in. He just won't go in. Very classic of mental illness because it's too painful. They refuse to look at it, which I said, a lot of them will not look at narcissist channels. They will not want to study it. They don't want to study themselves. They don't want to go inward because they know they're going to break and fall apart and crack even worse. And that's why they don't. So he just wants peace. But for right now, he's getting peace. That Five of Wands in reverse. So with that Five of Wands in reverse is, he's got he's going to start some more lawsuits. So he should walk away from them. He should, but there's going to be more lawsuits here. So this is where he's going to keep with his lawsuit of security, because I'm going to be a completely alone prince here, because I will never get back what I had. I took that chance in crashing him down, and I'll always be alone. I will always be viewed as a manipulator. I will not have the resources, the opportunities, the power in my life. You ruined my life, Meghan. You ruined my life. He ruined his life himself too, because he has a low emotional IQ. Refused to take advice from elders, from his grandmother, from everybody, from his brother. And he has to drop the wand, be in peace, in order, and remove the challenges from himself. No one's fighting with you, Harry. You're fighting within yourself. So drop it in order to find your own purpose. And then maybe you can find something that will give you some joy, something that will give you what you want. It might be a long shot. It's the genie in the bottle card. It might be a long shot, but it's better than no shot, okay? It's way better than no shot at having people celebrate you. Stop your lawsuits. Stop the lawsuits and look at joy instead. Look at what you can have, what you can accomplish. Try to find success for yourself. Then maybe you'll find a positive outcome. Then maybe you'll dance. But for now, he's dropped the wand. He's finding a little bit of joy. Everything's back down. Now she's back down. She's shut up. She's not there. They can't fight anymore. So that's just a temporary respite of happiness. But he has a lot of issues to solve within himself. So there's that. So I did not do what I was going to say I was going to do. I just realized that. Wow, am I a creature of habit? I was supposed to do this whole thing. So let's get it. I will get it. What was my first card here? First card was his journey. Second card was him wanting to start a new journey. And I'm going to go from there. So that's the first position. And I'll do that. Insecure, vulnerable. Second position is going to be the material security. Material security. Material security. They don't have any. No security. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. He prefers, she's like, I don't care about him. I want to go roam because I feel threatened. A lot of physical issues, mental issues, and entrapment, being told no. I don't like where I'm at. We don't have the wealth. We don't have the security, the sense of well-being. And I have no empathy for you, so I'm checking out. That's okay. I'll leave. I'm only doing it for myself. It's all cognitive. I'm manipulating you to try and get me this pleasures and security, but he doesn't want to do it for her. He wants to get away from her. I got to get away from her. I want to roam. She's trapped me. She trapped me with her cognitive empathy, her fakeness, and her histrionic, damsel in distress, moody, deep depression, smothering, manipulator, escort. She trapped me. I paid her once, and now I want to roam. He wanted to roam. That's how he got trapped with her in the first place. Because why? He was an insecure little guy who thought, this will be fun. This will be fun. So that he trapped himself, as we know. We know that more than likely they met at Soho House. They did not meet on a blind date from friends. They met from Soho Ho Ho Ho. He was vulnerable. Yeah, I'm gonna go see this high vibe chick. I thought she was high vibe. I thought, oh wow, this will be fun. So let's get the second position. That is the second position. Third position. So I'm gonna put that there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 is cooperation. Okay, does he think he's going to get the cooperation he needs? Does he think he'll get the cooperation he needs? Well, no, but he's hoping that people will come back to him. that he can delay the loss of things. It is also false hope for the self, false hope to the self and others. It's attempting connections, maybe people will come back to me. Maybe my friends will come forward. I'll try. Maybe my peers will come back. If I dump her, if I'm not with her from the previous spread, maybe my friends will come back to me. Fourth position, emotional temperature. Emotional temperature, I have to control the situation that's non-negotiable. Very much non-negotiable at this point. I will not be temperate for her. Divine guidance is not coming in for me. So I'm going to avoid right now. I've got this conflict of interest, ill health from stress, definitely discord from the devil energy, grave illness, just total conflicts of interest. So he knows there's a conflict of interest. 4, so that was 4. So people coming back is kind of questionable with that conflict of interest. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5 card? Where do you shine in this position? Where do you shine in this position, Harry? Where do you shine in this position? I will take this. He wants his family because of who I'm connected with. Don't you know who I am? Don't you know I came from that very wealthy family? You know who my family is, right? I want my family. I want my family. I want the enjoyment. I want success. I want all the fruits of life for generations and generations to come. Yeah. That's where he thinks he shines because he's a king. He's a prince. So he wants to put out that visual presentation and try to romance someone because it's romance desires, because it's looking for this, where he can shine. So he's going to try to find someone that can fit and actually fit into his family. He thought he found it, but he wouldn't listen to the family because it wasn't up for negotiation. And that's why he ended up with marriage problems. That's why there is no hope here. So now he needs his friends. His friends tried to warn him of the devil energy, of this situation he was romancing, but he wouldn't listen. As we know, his emotional arrested development, he wouldn't listen. He refused to listen. Because he thought, I'm doing my own journey here and I'm going to have everything on my own. I will sheer force. Okay, maybe my friends will stay or go. Who knows? It looks like I lost a lot of them. I got to protect Meghan. I got to protect my escort damsel in distress. And she has a desire to roam. So that's why we disconnected and gave out the bad news. And we're starting our own family. Okay, Harry. So let's go to the 6th position. The productivity. It's cleanup time. A cleanup time position, the cleanup time for Harry, cleanup time. He wants to be happy. He wants joy. He wants to purify, clean, bleach his image, find some radiance, find some freshness, that inner child. I'm going to go back to my inner child where I was innocent and fun, fulfilled. And I'm going to take my goals. I'm going to succeed in my goals. I'm going to brighten myself up and I'm going to brighten other people's lives as well. My confidence can rise. I'm going to express my individuality. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. Individuation? That's going to be a problem because you're not allowed to individuate with someone like Meghan. This is what also got him in this problem because he was so happy to jump on Meghan's board because he thought he was individuating from the royal family, but he ended up crashing himself down. So he wants to individuate. Okay, you can individuate, but he wants to glow up and heal it. Can he heal it with his family after all the force and devil energy and no one's coming to save his ass? It's going to be a problem. I'm sorry. So he wants to individuate for cleanup time. Let's get into the 8th one is personal power and long-term investments. Personal power and long-term investments. Ooh, yeah, cutting her out. Yeah, this would be lawyer time. He knows she's probably going to lawyer up. It's the evil cruelty of the Queen of Swords, the maliciousness. He knows if he goes into that power mode of himself, she's going to freak out. She's going to absolutely freak out and be irritated, mad, and absolute ruthless cruelty if he's happy without her. How dare you? You're not taking my advice. You're not listening to me. You shut me down. Oh, you just wait and see. You just wait and see what I can do to you, Harry. You know what I have on you, Harry. I can blow it up and seed what I have on you, and then I will look like the good one, and you will be the bad one because I'm ruthless enough to crush and sword and stab your joy and try and defeat your joy with my sword. And I'm going to stab it to the point where it's going to remove and strip it. So she's going to take whatever joy he has and kill it. That's what he knows is going to happen. So there we go. And personal powers. Okay, that was sexuality too. Sexuality. She was cruel to him sexually speaking as well. And basically, since this is in a reverse position card, she's controlling, she's manipulative, and she'll manipulate over him. Whatever partnerships, whatever justice, she's manipulating him on the court cases, okay? So we know that for sure, right? So anyways, so there's that. The ninth position is personal growth and expression. Where's his mind going to explore in essence? Where's his mind going to explore? Well, there we go. His mind is going to explore. I'm bitter and I'm not happy and I would like to return because I'm struggling with adulting. I don't want Meghan. I know she can't. She's never going to change. She's greedy. I need to go back because she spends all the money that we have, but no one will have her. I don't want to be loyal to Meghan because she's not my mommy anymore. She's not a woman of salt of the earth. She's not nurturing. She's dependent on me, but we're struggling financially here and we have no loyalty and we're trying to bury all the abuse here. She's trying to bury her nasty, toxic, very evil position here of the Queen of Pentacles. And another book I read was that it's a very evil female because she is an absolute terror of, she's a very suspicious person. And through that horrible suspiciousness, she turns very dark, very self-serving adventures. She never planned on staying. He knows it. It was all about a transactional relationship. He paid her. She was not a high vibe woman. He was feeling bitter about his family, so he paid her, and he hooked up with evil. She's basically a hoarder of goods. She's basically forcing things on him, deep dread being around her, and she's not a homebody. She's got to go out and get fuel, and acted like she also was a very charitable person who was a philanthropic individual. This is where she pretended to be his mommy. She pretended to be his mommy. I went to Africa. I hired a photographer, multiple. I took about 10 suitcases. I posed with black children to look like I wasn't a racist. And I pretend to be philanthropic, but really it was never good enough for me. I was never loyal to my own heritage. But, I'm an evil bitch. So, it was all about getting what I can get in the moment. I will take, because I'm evil. I cannot get it for myself. I never can. I never will. I'm very financially dependent. What do you got for me? What do you got for me? Hey, let's move out, Harry. I'm going to force you to move out. I'm going to sheer force you to move out. I'm going to love bomb you. And I did it through love bombing. He knows that. He's well aware of that. Ooh, this one's sticking out. I'm going to take it. Loss of a loved one. And then it happened to the point that he lost his loved ones, right? It's the fear of loss, no longer being possessed, running out of money, spent all his money in the process. The money he got from Diana, gone. Okay, so there you go. Next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Was that 8? Personal growth and expansion. Now I'm getting all lost. Okay, I will pull another 9th house just in case I screwed up. Personal expansion, growth. No, I think I got that. I think that's this one. Okay, 9. Okay, 10th house, ambition. Where's his ambitions? His career, ambitions and career. Yeah, it's hard doing these really long ones like this. Ambition, career. Walk away. Yeah, he walked away from being what he did before. So he wants to escape. He wants to escape. He doesn't have ambitions. Because as we know, he's a child, right? He just walks away from everything. If I don't like it, I give up. I'm leaving. I'm going to go find what dreams I want to do. So he knows he can't go back anyways. Just keep walking. Keep walking. Everyone's avoiding him anyways. He's not going to get what he wants. Whatever he does, it's going to get discontinued. So we start stuff and then we walk away. So not much. He doesn't like to work. No, yeah. And this is why he's running out of money. He cannot possess money. He can't keep it. He does it. I spend the money and then I walk. Okay, where's my next money pot? Where's my money? My family's the money pot, but I can't seem to force him to give it to him. I was hoping I can return back so then I can get the money pot back through sheer force. Using my wife's manipulation tactics because I just wanted to roam temporarily because I'm Arrested Development. And it was my life to start it. And I had some temporary happiness here, but what was she cruel? She spent all my money. I need to walk from the cruel you-know-what because she spent it all. Yeah, that's right. You do. So the next position is the 11th position, which is, let's see, Seeking Collaboration card. Seeking collaboration. Seeking collaboration. Originality. Collaboration. Originality. Nobody wants to hook up with them. It's over. It's done with. Disinterested. So since it's in a reverse position, they're too detached from him. No kidding. And he's caught up in only my way or the highway. Okay, Harry, and you didn't get it your way. And so this is also about at the expense of relationships. Wow, she didn't want you. It was all cognitive. Not interested. You thought you connected with someone who actually wanted to stay on your path, Harry? That she was all about your path and let's do what you want, Harry. And that she would be part of, you'd stay together for, together, joined and growth, expansion, and everything's going to work out so well. And wow, everybody's going to cooperate and collaborate. Oh, it's just going to be so much empathy, friendship, and pledges. And oh, we're going to see eye to eye. We are going to see eye to eye, and we're going to be friends and connected. She is my friend. I am her friend. No, you've lost everybody. He's lost his friends here, too. Are they ever going to come back with me if I dump Meghan? So there's that. Yes, that's the 11th. Now I'm going into the 12th. This is the dream house of fantasies. It's imagination. Dreams and imagination and fantasy. What's he fantasizing about next? Ooh, that was it. He wants to be propped up. He likes to be looking like he's successful. He dreams of success. Put me in a protection bubble like I did with the family. There's no obligation. They're not coming for me. It's non-negotiable for him to be propped up to look like the king. The prince. He wanted to be king. The prince of the realm. I am the prince of the realm. I deserve this position to be propped up because of who my family is. Don't you know who? I don't care if they want me, but you're supposed to prop me up. This goes to show about with that, with the concerts and stuff, that him asking different artists, will you play for it? No, I don't care. I don't care who your father is. Nope, it's non-negotiable. Nope, not interested. We don't want to collaborate with you. Sorry. So his world's falling apart. It is. So there's that. And yeah, it's upright. Okay, so the next position is the 13th house, which is basically the overall vibe of the spread. The overall vibe of the spread. The overall vibe of the spread. Here we go. Well, wounded, back down, giving up. He cannot persevere any longer. I cannot do it anymore. I'm so exhausted. I just can't do it anymore. I'm so wounded. The wounded warriors are giving up on me. The wounded warrior card. We're at Invictus right now. He should have had his boundaries in place and not allowed her to show up in order to persevere in a positive way and hold himself accountable. But instead, he felt paranoid. Everyone's my enemy. I need her with me. So he pushed the boundaries. He pushed the boundaries with lies out of his paranoia. He forced her through, but now he has to give it up. He's going to probably have to give up his Invictus. The wounds, the warriors have given up on him. They don't want him shoving her in when she's not accepted. So they're dropping off. They're dropping off when he wants to be propped up. He's supposed to prop them up, but he's not doing it. So they're not interested. If you can't persevere for the wounded warriors and give us what we need and make us the central focus here, we're done with you. We're done with you and your wife. We are done. You should walk away. We don't want to pay you. You spent enough of our money, high expenses, cruel, just to glow her up, show her cruelty. You are the king. Okay, we propped you up temporarily, but we're not going to negotiate anymore. Some did come back, but not all of them. What an emotional abuser wife you have. Oh, maybe you should run and give it up because we don't want this pattern of behavior to continue. You arrested development idiot. We know you were born into a wealthy family and you're just so wounded. You're just not worth the effort. Coming down to a negative conclusion, negative outcome, negative, stupid, 9 in reverse. You don't have too much smarts, do you? The integrity's down. Protection. We're not protecting you, Harry, anymore. Harry's not being protected anymore. He's going to have to give it up. He's going to have to give up the idea that people want to prop him up because of who he comes from. And that's non-negotiable. No one wishes him well at this point in time. He's no angel. That's devil energy. You're not some innocent because of who your family is. You're this Mr. Wounded guy who never really was a warrior. They gave up on you too. They didn't want you. You were Bunker Harry. So when did you ever persevere and get wounded as a warrior? You didn't. You didn't. You gave up and you played game and you were protected by your family. And here we are. We weren't protected. We got wounded. It was no negotiation. There was just, this is a projection card. He's projecting that he was a wounded warrior. I'm a warrior too. No, you're not. No, you're not. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this long video. Sorry about that. And until next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.